Hello guys, welcome back to the next tutorial in the series. Today we're gonna look at how do we handle tables in our websites, and it's gonna involve a little bit, trust me, very little bit of extra coding than we usually do, but it's gonna be really simple and you guys know all the concepts already. So let's say on the same website htmlx.com we have a product called grids. We can reach there from there link, and this has a table. So let's say if I have a test case that if I want to find out the author of one of my books, so let's say if I want to find the author of the Green Mile, so manually we can say, yeah, it's the table is showing Stephen King, and how can we verify that using Selenium? So if I just provide Green Mile, it should return me Stephen King, so I can verify what the name of the author is. So that's what we can use, uh, and let's take a look at it. Few expats and few locators, what exactly we need. So when I activate my Firebug and I select my table, the div is id. The div has an id called gridbox. If I expand it, this is the header. If you see, the header is selected and this is the table body. So div class, and this has a table now, and under that table we have all the rows. So when I'm hovering over these TRs, all the rows are selected, right? So let's hover over this fourth row, which is 0 1 2 3. So it's the number 4 row, and that has the Green Mile. So it has a div, then a table, then TRs, and then every TR has all the different columns are in TDs, right? See, when I'm hovering over the columns, all the different text is selected. So second column is the book name, which has a text under the link, the Green Mile, and the third column is the TD, which has the text Stephen King as the author. So we need to figure out all the columns inside a row and then try to find the match with the text, and if it matches, then we found a book author. So let's take a look at the code. I've created a small prototype for you guys. So this is just a web driver. Before method has everything same, Firefox driver and base URL, maximizing the window and implicit wait, and then I've created the test method already. So it's pretty simple, that's why I created, because I'm going to show you how to write the table method. How do we get the data from the table? So this is only going to the base URL. There is a string Green Mile, the book name, for the one that I want to find the author. Actual author is Stephen King, alright, because we already know that. And author expected, this is the one that we expect to get from Selenium. So when I pass my book as the argument, the book is the Green Mile, I should get some author, and then I'm only asserting true. So if the author actual is equals to author expected, so if this matches that, then my test case is completed successfully. So this is the method prototype get authors, which is called here. It takes a book as the argument and it should return the author name from the web page. So let's start with the coding. I'm just typing int index as -1 right now because I'm getting the index for the rows. So basically it's -1 right now. I'm just putting it that way, and then we'll find the index later. So we will find a web element equals to driver dot find element by dot id, and the id was, it was gridbox, right? So it's gridbox, and That's it. After that, this is my parent element, right? So under that, I need to find all the rows. So basically, I need to find all the rows inside this element. So I need the list of web elements, and I need to find all the rows. So my parent element is this element, right? And then find elements. Now this time we're going to use find elements, and what we're going to do is by dot xpath, and my xpath, I need to figure out what I need to find. So my xpath is all my rows which are in tr. So other than this, the first one, the height one, other than this one, if you guys look, every row has a class which consists sky blue, right? This doesn't have any sky blue, so this row doesn't have. Other than that, every row has a text called sky blue, right? This is even, EV, and this is odd. So what we can do is we can just try to find a tr that contains class, and the class should be sky blue. So this should return me a list of all the elements, all the rows that contains sky blue, right, as the class. So now I just want to loop in my class int I equals to 0, and then I should be less than rows dot size, and then I plus plus. For that, I'm just gonna retrieve all the rows, right? So one by one. So with the index I, I'm getting the row, and I'm getting the text of that row. If that text contains the book name, so if any of the rows within this contains the book name, so this row has the text book name, right, in one of the TDs, definitely here, right here. So if any of the rows contains the book names, that means we found a match. So we can just say the index of the row is I now. So whichever row we find the book name, we just make the index as I, and then just break out of the code. We can also maybe just print the row number. So we can just print the row number by the index is, maybe just say I. So this should actually return 2, because the first one is not correct, and then it starts from 0 1 2, so it's the third row, so it should return 2. Let's see. And after we found the row, we need the exact element of the I'm just naming the element as sorry, not the cost. We need the author. So author as rows dot get, and we already have the index now, which index we need, and then find elements out of that elements by tag name, because we have all the row columns as within the tag TD, right? So we need all the columns with TD, and then after that we just need the second row. So I'll show it to you guys. We just need the second column, right? So this is the first column and this is the second column, right? So and this is the third column actually. So we need the third column, because and it will be numbered as 2 because it starts from 0, 1 and 2. So we need the third column for the author, and we should be getting, so inside the row we're finding all the elements with the tag name td, and out of all those td elements we're just getting the number third element, which is indexed at 2. So we will get the element in author, and then we can just return that as author dot. Now we can just get the text of that author. So if we get the text of author, it's returning the string author.getText, and here we get the text in author expected, and this should match, right? This should match. So let's run this code, and it's gonna be really simple because it just opens the website and then retrieves all the values, and it's pretty much done. There's no click, nothing else to be done on the website. So we can just come back and see in the console if that thing is done, and I'll upload this code on the web for sure, so you guys can refer to it, use it, and just try different tables. Maybe within this table try different columns, and do more practice so you know what exactly you need to do. Make some more methods to retrieve authors, maybe delivery time, or maybe the cost. So there are multiple things in that table. So once okay, that thing is downloading. Okay, sorry, it's coming up. The website is already up. I can just open the code block right now. It looks like it's trying. Okay, this is, you can ignore this. This is for log4j. We don't want this. So you can see the indexes too. The author from the table is Stephen King, and the test case is successfully completed. So it shows pass because this assert is completed. So that's it, guys. There's nothing else to be done here, and it's little bit tricky. We need to find all the elements within the table and then get that. So you can just make different methods for different rows or different columns and try a few combinations. Just get into practice, and that's all I would suggest, guys. So stay tuned for the next tutorial, and thanks, guys.